Hey Capricorn! Welcome back to the Guiding Chariot and welcome to your Gemini season reading. Alright my loves, let's get our house rules out of the way. I hope you guys are all doing well. As always, this is going to be a general reading for all Capricorn Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Cross-watchers, you're also welcome. Just make sure you take the messages as they resonate. There's no need to force anything. If something pops up, doesn't sound like your story, doesn't sound like it was meant for you, probably wasn't. Leave it on the table and take the rest. Alright my love, so we are going to pull an animal totem, and like I said, this is going to be about your main focuses during Gemini season, which probably by the time this gets posted, we will be in. Alright my lovely Capricorns, you are the second person to get a cosmic energy. So the way this deck works, they've divided animals into the 4 elements, but there's a special category of cosmic energy, which is where the unicorn comes in. It's one of the mythical animals in this deck. But this particular card is all about reconnecting to divinity, right? Connecting to higher wisdom, so to speak. And with me, I feel like this is a lot of, well, let me explain it in 2 different ways. Because I want to say a lot of this is about getting out of your head, right? Because when we start to contemplate things and ask questions, on one level, that's how we as human beings in the 3D process things, right? We process it with our conscious mind. So it's part of the formula. But really where this magic excels is about getting into the feeling space. And I always say that because you'll notice in the back of the unicorn is the moon, right? And the moon governs our emotional body, right? It's our spirit planet. So there is this getting out of, having to like comprehend things and know things and really get back into feeling things and seeing things through our mind's eye. Some of you may even literally be questioning faith, right? You might actually be questioning divinity and trying to define it, give it a name. What gender is it, right? This card kind of wakes us up to all of that. I guess you could call it a curiosity, but wakes us up to that inquisitive part that wants to take things a little bit deeper, but especially when spirituality is concerned. That's kind of the easiest way to put it. But this card also has a lot of activations for your third eye, for that psychic chakra. So think of that unicorn horn too, literally where is it extending from? So it's this kind of fusion and collection and mixing of your intellect, your intuition, but also deep divine wisdom, right? So you guys definitely could be feeling quite psychically activated, if I put it that way. However you want to take that. Whether in intuition being stronger, psychic hits being stronger, your connection or attraction to spirituality, spiritual practice, divinity in general, really getting heightened during this time, which all very, very beautiful things. I mean, literally all very, very beautiful things. So I would say there's going to be a lot of spiritual ascension going on for you during Gemini season. You might actually see how your perception of the world and situations around you are changing. Your behaviors might be changing as you start to see things a little differently. I would also say don't be alarmed if certain people start to come into your circle or start to leave your circle, right? Because your vibration definitely feels like it's going to be on an upswing. It's going to be rising. And a lot of times, low vibrational people are going to start giving you the, oh, you've changed, right? Which, to me, is the greatest compliment. Like, if I haven't changed after all this time, that would make me more concerned. So, but there may be some that don't want to rise with you, that don't see, the value in going through that journey. And that's okay. Those people will slowly start to vanish, right? Especially, I was talking about it in the last reading I just did. It related to their message. But this retrograde coming up is highly activating a lot of people that have, I didn't even mention this reading. We have Mercury retrograde coming up at the end of the month, if you didn't know that already. I believe it's on the 29th is when it actually goes retrograde. We're already in pre-shadow. but I was talking about it in the last reading. That energy, people who have a lot of emotional stuff backed up or haven't dealt with their, own emotional trauma in a while and just ignored it and kept pushing it to the back of the filing cabinet, this retrograde's not going to let them get away with that anymore. So a lot of people are experiencing all those triggers, and it's going to make this a rough retrograde for them. You guys, looking at this, I don't think for most of you that's going to be a problem. I think for most of you, you guys are going to be good. So where others are kind of clearing the gunk out of their emotional space, yours you've already kind of been open with. So now you guys are working beyond that and taking it to a much higher level, which is beautiful. And those of you who didn't do that work, you're probably going to do it very quickly, right? So, and I do mean that in a good way. Like, I'm not trying to like, haha, you're behind. It's not that. But those of you who still have some of that stuff to work through, and if things are already kind of feeling kind of heavy, with unicorn energy, that energy is actually going to support you through that. So I don't want to say it's going to make it easier, but I think you'll get from point A to point B a lot quicker than others who don't have this energy behind them, right? So where you're kind of being guided through it and kind of kept on the straight and narrow path to just like, literally, we're going to bust you through this so you can start doing this work. Oh, yep, we're going to take that. Thank you. I'm going to take this as bonus, but this is what we're manifesting, my loves. 10 of Cups. Yes, you're happily ever after. Unicorn is like, nope, we're going to make some dreams come true, but we got to get you to a certain place first. I love that. All right. There we are. All right, bottom of the deck, High Priestess. Yep, listening to that intuition, tuning into higher knowledge, tuning in, and this is whether you believe this is spirit, God, your higher self, the universe, whatever you want to call that, whatever that entity is for you. This is you fully tuning in, so it makes perfect sense. So, geez, Louises. Okay, Caps. you guys are rock and rolling. I love this. So, first card you have here is the Moon, and actually, I'm gonna throw this out. So I've really been reading these. This first row is kind of like recent past, kind of present, moving into future. You guys are bypassing that. This is present. This, you don't even get past stuff. You're like, no. Capricorn's like just ready to go, so we're not gonna waste their time talking about what they've been through. We're just gonna take them forward, right? So, and I say that because you're starting off with this Moon card. This lunar eclipse coming up very soon, also at the end of the month, I believe. I want to say it's like on the 26th. I might be wrong. And it'll kind of be slightly different depending where you are in the world, so definitely worth checking. But this, honestly, this lunar eclipse is going to be huge for you. And that's probably why the Moon is coming up so strong, because when we go through a lunar eclipse, the Moon is literally being blotted out, right? It's literally being like covered up. What that does for us on a 3D level, it kind of blacks out our emotional space. It allows for a reset. It's kind of like when your computer's starting to overheat and it's starting to freak out and you want it to like go back to normal, and you turn it off to reset it. So you just turn it off, let it sit for 30 seconds and then turn it back on. Essentially, that's what's happening to your emotional space during this lunar eclipse. It's happening to everyone, but what you guys are doing with it, as that system shutdown happens, you are going through a full reset. So you have here the World and the Ace of Pentacles. So this World is really bringing an end to your old sense of self, your old emotional space. So if you have been, well, not you particularly, like let's say your emotional body. So if your emotional body has been worn out, fatigued, or things have been on highs and lows and it's just exhausting you emotionally, literally after the 26th, huge difference. Huge. Like I feel like Julia Roberts in Pretty Women, big mistake. Huge. Like, this is you fully going through your reset, and you're coming out with so much abundance here with this Ace of Pentacles. For some of you, this could even be a new career, right? Because we're talking about them coins, but brand new abundance coming in for you. Love that. But literally, I feel like that's kind of the now. We're not even bothering giving you confirmation about the past. We're just, yeah, oh my God, and it still is going. 2 aces. Look at that. Oh my God, Cappy friend, you know who you are. You know who you are, and you know I'm about to talk about you. You, there, you, hi, you. You know what's about to come. Because I know you just saw what came out. How dare you? I love you. So along with that Ace of Pentacles, you've got here the Four of Wands. Amazing. Literally the Four of Wands is all about this portal opening, building foundations. It's a huge energy of gratitude and gratefulness. So a lot to be grateful for. And again, this card is coming out underneath this moon. I can't even tell you how much is going to shift with you as we move through eclipse season. But this first lunar eclipse, out the gate, already huge transformations. You also have this Ace of Swords, so clarity, understanding, truth, communication of all sorts. This might even be new connections as well with this Ace of Swords. But this, being in the center of your reading, big thing for you. So you, honestly, you are probably going to be very vocal. You are going to be... I'm trying to think of examples that aren't directly connected to the Cappy I'm talking to, because I can think of many. But this is you networking, building connections. For some, this might be meeting new people, starting some new relationships. I don't see romance yet, but that doesn't mean it's not in the cards. But I mean, you are going to be working it like no one else, Capricorn. Like even with the lightning, like things are going to be fast. You're just going to be moving and grooving. I love this. You also have the Chariot card. So you could be dealing with a Cancer, but this energy is one of forward movement and progress and success. This card does actually have a lot to do with speed as well. So between that and the lightning bolt of this Ace of Swords, the portal open, baby, things are looking real good. Real good. And we still have that Ten of Cups hanging over all of this. Cappies, growth potential. Look, there it is. Okay, we're going to clarify that because that's funky and I didn't expect something to like that there, but we're going to clarify that. So we have the Daughter of Pentacles. This would be the Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles, or Princess of Pentacles, depending on your deck. This is, to me, growth potential. Like literally starting at square one, maybe not even square one, square zero. Doesn't matter. The abundance is there, the support is there, the opportunity is there. You're working it like a boss. The progress is coming. Like, no matter where you're starting with this, whether this is a business, a relationship, we did get the Lovers card as well. So, hey. No matter what this energy is, and I truly mean it, no matter what this is manifesting for you, could be multiple things, could it's so good. No matter how small it starts, keep going. The growth potential there is infinite. We also have the Lovers card, so we could be definitely talking about a relationship. Now remember, Lovers doesn't necessarily have to be romantic, because like I said, I don't see a whole bunch of romance in these particular cards. Doesn't mean it's not coming. I'm just saying I don't see it here, but this can take abundance, but the Ace of Pentacles can take many, many forms. Here with the Lovers could be speaking to a relationship. This is also the Gemini card. Honestly, I think it's a little more indicative of just the season. So literally by the time Gemini season is over, you are like in full control of what's happening, right? So I would say, I mean, you're going to kind of be rocking it through June, but come the end of June, right? Because this Lovers card's coming out a little further down. Towards the end of June, unstoppable. Unfriggin' stoppable. I love this. This can also be a partnership, right? So, and when I say part, it could be a friend, it could be a business partner, it could be family. So this doesn't necessarily have to be romance. It depends what you're working on. You have here the Five of Pentacles, which is a card of feeling unsupported or feeling left out. Considering how much is going on so good here, I don't think this is necessarily going to be the case. And when I say it's not going to be the case, I mean it in a sense where like you're not actually going to be alone. We have here talk about this partnership. We have so much abundance and growth happening. But there may be this feeling of maybe in another part of another facet of your life. So maybe we're talking about business, or maybe we're talking about romance, but maybe home makes you feel this way. Or, or vice versa. Maybe home is looking real good, but work feels this way. We're definitely going to clarify that. I just want to grab, here, let's do this. I just want to grab another deck for it. Because that energy just feels different. But I emphasize that it feels different. Like, it definitely feels like there's your reading, and you've got this, like, one-off card hanging out. So I kind of want to see where this guy is going. Because we already got that bonus up at the top talking about emotional fulfillment, right? With that 10 of Cups. That's our happily ever after. We don't feel alone in our happily ever after. Woo! Alright. You don't need to fall out all over the place. Okay. Let's just clarify this 5 of Pentacles. For some of you, it might even be working through this energy. Maybe you have been on your own for so long and doing it by yourself for so long. And this might be something that we're trying to transcend, right? Because we talked about that with the Unicorn card. This might be what you guys are really conquering and moving past, because it is falling out underneath the Chariot card. So let's see. Yep. So you've got here 7 of Voices, which would be the 7 of Swords. So having been afraid of manipulation, lies, some type of deceit or mischief. We're talking about the 7 of Swords. And then we have Temperance, healing, patience, understanding, divine timing and divine intervention, right? So literally piggybacking on that Unicorn card. So this 5 of Pentacles, this feeling on your own, feeling that people are going to disappoint you, people are going to be selfish and have their best interests. They're not going to be there for you. They're not going to like help you walk through the tough times. That energy is what is being healed and transmuted, which is why you guys are going through such a powerful spiritual awakening with the Unicorn energy. It's getting you past these like 3D physical fears and worries, because spiritually you're way more powerful. And when I say you're way more powerful, you're also becoming way more powerful. So not only are you more powerful now than you think you are, by the end of Gemini season, you're actually going to be like 20 levels even higher. It's kind of insane, especially with this Temperance energy. This is fully divine intervention. So this is spirit, universe, stepping in to really get you through. I don't even want to say get you through, because you're kind of through it. You're closing it out. I really feel like what is happening when I say get you through something, it's kind of like this thing has happened. You've been kind of just like, that's fine, I'm busy, I gotta keep doing things, I can't let that get to me, I'm just gonna put it on the side and put it in the box, and I'll get to it later. I feel like what's happening recently, you've been working on bringing this World card about. You've been working on fully like closing that cycle and kind of making your peace with things and learning to let some of these things go that need to be let go. What Temperance is doing is, as you physically close these things out, because I don't think this is a current situation, right? I think physically you're not in that anymore, but maybe emotionally or mentally we kind of replay those stories to make sure we don't forget, so we don't let that happen to us again, right? Which that alone can be quite dangerous. But Temperance is coming in to get, like, we're just gonna wrap the whole thing up and get rid of it, versus instead of throwing away the junk in this drawer and we'll get to the other drawer later. No, we're just take both drawers, wrap them up, we're just checking them. You already know you don't need them. I already know you don't need them. So instead of waiting for you to get to a point where you want to get rid of it, you don't need it. We're just taking it all. We're just, boom, done. Temperance is working you through that quicker, right? Just to kind of get you to really fully embrace this rock and roll vibe happening in this reading. This reading is legit, Capricorn. Like, this reading is insane. I love this. I'm gonna have to text all my Capricorns and be like, Caps, buckle your seatbelts. Gemini season is going to be lit. But it's going to, honestly, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. But this lunar eclipse, that's an energy you definitely are going to want, definitely want to honor. Actually, here, we'll just leave that there. So you guys got Tree Frog. Look at this cute little froggy. He's so cute. So Tree Frog, amazing energy, and you can kind of see on the bottom what he governs for you. So Soul Song, which to me is all about finding your purpose and that inner calling. Meditation, for sure, we're connecting with divine up there. But look at the last two, creation and rebirth, literally making me think of this Daughter of Pentacles energy. That rebirth, but having all that potential, right? We've also got the Ace of Pentacles there as well. Creation and abundance, right? So you literally are bringing something into the 3D for yourself, for your world, right? I will say a lot of what's going to help prepare you for that and help you open up to that, if you don't already see it, is going to be meditation, connecting with divine. There is complete divine intervention and divine guidance available to you in so many profound ways. You definitely want to be tuning in and checking into this, especially the night of the lunar eclipse and the days after. Like once that energy peaks, you really want yourself open and receptive. Once that, you want it to allow that reset, that block, right, when the eclipse happens. But then once things open back up again, that's the space you really want to, like, okay, what are we doing? What am I feeling? Where am I going? That's going to be an amazing, amazing time for you. And it's so close. Like, it's so close to happening. Yeah, that's going to be a huge moment for you. But, I think you guys, for some of you where this is really a work thing, because remember, apply it where it makes the most sense for you. But if this is really a work thing for you, Cappies, oh my God, whatever it is you're building or doing for yourself, huge. It's going to be huge. Not only as far as we talk about abundance, but even for you on a personal level, right? Because we've got not only this abundance with this Ace of Pentacles, we're working on this emotional happy ending, right? Literally the happy ending. Like you're creating the fairy tale. So it's an amazing, amazing thing. And like I said, even though I don't see too many love cards, you do have the Lovers here. So that is also a possibility if you guys are looking for new love as well, Capricorns. Lots of lots of good juju for you. And actually, even with the meditation, with this Four of Pentacles, this is also a great time to be putting your wishes and your intentions out there, right? So think about what does this Ten of Cups look like? What does this Ace of Pentacles look like, right? For some of you it's work, for some of you it's love, for some of you it could be a mix of both. It could be healing family issues, like could be tons of things. So I'm telling you, this lunar eclipse, get all your intentions together, do all that good spell work for you. Amazing time. I don't know what else to say about it. It's going to be crazy. Because even look, this Temperance card also has the moon phases inside of it. Soul space for you, insane. Insane. Alright, my loves, I'm going to wrap up your reading there. Whew, I'm going to need a drink of water. Calm down after that. As always, thank you for watching this video, supporting my channel. Make sure you hit the like button and leave a comment down below. Let me know how this message resonated for you. I always love hearing from you guys. If you're not already, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification button. It's up there somewhere, probably over there, I don't know. It's the best way to be notified when our next readings pop up. With that said, I love you guys. Stay safe, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in your next reading. Bye, Cappies.